Hello, you cheeky ducklings, and welcome to the CranKy Ducklings. The other one. Master Swan Open. The number, I memorized that. I should know. It's 75. No, 63. Very close. Welcome to the Master Swan Open number 63. I am your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And joining me here today is my very own countryman. I'm not sure which side.
Which way are you
you're on.
pointing?
Yeah, it's Caerwyn. Hello, Caerwyn.
Yo, what's up? I'm Caerwyn.
And also on production, as always, production / streaming / observing / now a live directing. It's our very own 16th Squad Sanzeki, otherwise known as Kuro, otherwise known as Kroop, hero of the wasteland and savior of esports. It is Kroop. Yes, all praise be to her. And we are setting up to cast our first match of the day, which is going to be between CaptBritain and the AshenOne. Sounds like a very sounds like a comic book finale, right? Like CaptBritain facing against the AshenOne.
No.
Who's all right, everyone is ready. Let's get right to it. Double checking everything.
It's time.
Yep.
What matchup are we on? Zerg versus Protoss.
It's a Zerg versus Protoss. I didn't check if they actually played against one another before. Checking the past Master Swan Open thingies exclamation point bracket in chat. We'll send you the link to the Wikipedia page. I think we have yeah. Yeah, I don't think they actually played together in any of our tournaments.
Nice. First time for everything.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Caerwyn, for subscribing 24 months in a row. Not sure who that is in chat there, but yeah, thank you.
It's a mystery.
Thank you. It's a mystery. I owe you 24 quacks. All right, let's go. Quack 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 quack. Pretty sure that was 24. I may have given you an extra quack.
I'll take it gladly.
It's an extra quack for free. All right, everyone. Welcome to Blackburn, LE. We're in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of I forgot. Yeah. Why do I keep misspelling AshenOne? AshenOne is from Vietnam. There we go. That's representing the Blades of Ire. It is our red Protoss, the AshenOne. And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of the Philippines, not Britain, the lands of the Philippines, it is our purple Zerg. Give it up for CaptBritain. What happened? What happened to that Zoom? Did your hand slip, Kuro? Hold on. Kuro says hold on. I'm holding on.
Oh.
What? You're holding? Holding? I need to hold something. I'm holding.
Very interesting.
Holding.
At any rate. Pretty standard openers so far. Hatch cast pool and gateway expand. So no 12 pools or any funny shenanigans like that.
Yeah, it does look like AshenOne is going... no, it's just a probes card. It's not going to be a proxy.
Yeah, I think it's to block the third or something. I doubt it's going to be a proxy, especially in this matchup or this location, really.
Yeah.
Now, I would assume Stargate is probably on the menu, but it's not too unlikely to see Twilight and Glaive Adepts. It is Stargate though.
I mean,
But
it's a
definitely
PVZ. It's a PVZ on
Yeah,
Blackburn
exactly.
of all places. I don't think I've ever seen a not Stargate like opener
Well,
here.
Stargate
in PvZ.
defines the meta right now versus Zerget anyway.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised at all to see Void Rays off of it too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you usually start with one Void Ray at least. Then you
Yeah,
might
Void
get...
Ray Oracle or Oracle Void Ray is usually how you start, and then the decision is what you do after.
Actually, Oracle has become a lot more rare these days. It's not as, you know, as popular as it used to be. You know, back in the day, that was the opener for Stargate. You got the Oracle, you got some drone kills at the early game. Now you see a lot of Protoss just skip it altogether. It just use
Yeah,
the Void Ray to
you
clear
still
out
usually like to
Overlords.
get it, because not for drone kills, mostly for scouting. They're a lot better at scouting than the Void Rays. But you definitely don't, like, they're not as important.
Yeah. Alright, Adept Shades in. This is the number of drones in the natural. So AshenOne
And
is
we do
like,
see
okay,
an
we're playing a
Oracle
safe
skip.
game here.
Just gonna be Void Rays on the menu.
Yes. We're still not not on the mass Void Rays train just yet. Just gonna have to wait and see what the AshenOne is in store for us. CaptBritain getting a third base. Now getting some spores, just kind of...
Twilight and Forge. So no mass Void Ray for us this game. Most likely something standard with the Zealots Archons. High Templars too, probably.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering where about would be the third base, because usually you do take it by now. So I wonder if there's going to be some cheeky timing behind this rather than a third base.
I mean, CaptBritain is running around these base locations trying to see what the timing on AshenOne's base is going to be. And it's going to be charge. So the AshenOne may be going all in from here on out. Yep, there are more gateways coming up.
Yep.
Gonna skip the third and just go and make a lot of charge lots. CaptBritain getting a Roach Warren and a Spire. Not Spire, the other one, there. The thingy. So yeah, should be pretty good against charge lots. Not, you know,
Yeah, for
Roach is
sure.
not
He just
the
needs
best,
to-
but they're better than Zerglings, you know.
Yeah, he just needs to actually make the units. I think he's done a pretty good job looking at the third base timing. I think all he needs to do is to just make the units. Problem is he's actually very gas starved and floating quite a lot of minerals. Basically, if those were units, I think the charge all in would definitely not work. Now it might get a bit
How many
spicy.
gases? Yeah, CaptBritain is on 2 gases. Yeah. No, not taking any more gases.
He's also not mining the main one, just one drone.
This might be the huge mistake here, because, you know, if you're just relying on Zerglings against charge lots, you're gonna die. You're gonna die real bad.
I don't think he's gonna have enough units, and the Prism is pretty much going to be out already.
Yeah, 3 more gateways. That's gonna be a total of 8 for AshenOne. There's a Temporal Archives on the way as well, just as an added bonus. It's being made in the third base for some reason. I don't know. I'm not sure why. It's a weird location for it.
I'm not quite sure, but I think this timing could actually just end the game. I don't think there are enough units for CaptBritain.
CaptBritain just joined up real hard, so yeah, that doesn't have a lot of larva left.
Yeah,
again, the gas.
Don't
The
think
gas
there's
is anything
to do there. Yeah.
Yeah, again. CaptBritain just GG's out of it. This is the amount of charge loss, and there's completely misread what AshenOne was going for. And yeah, when you see that there's no third base for the Protoss player, you need to go on super defensive mode. You realize the Protoss is coming for you. You kind of have to switch from you need to switch from ZVP to ZVT thinking. It's like, my enemy is on 2 bases. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, it's just like with charger lens, especially, like you either have enough units or you don't, and if you don't, it's just like we saw, it's just instant GG. Just and that's what happens basically when you just don't spend your minerals on units. It's a painful death, really.
Yeah, and also gas. Yeah, just CaptBritain just did not have the gas. At some point, they were floating about 1,000 minerals and they had 100 gas. You can't make a lot of roaches with this.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially when you
No,
go
even-
in and you drone so hard and you just don't get gases.
But even spending those minerals on Zerglings would have still been better than just banking them. But it would still be a very hard hold with pure Zerglings.
I guess if you have a lot of Zerglings, you can sort of rely on the queens to tank damage. If you manage to get a block on the ramp or something,
Yeah,
to have a wall.
like you can still hold it if you have enough units,
yeah.
maybe, but it's just hard.
Yeah. All right, so we're still waiting on CaptBritain's map choice. We're not in a party, so this. Okay, there we go. They're just setting up. You gotta invite us so we can get the lobby. There we go.
Actually, the simplest way of doing it is just lobby link.
Yeah. All right. Let's wait. Why can't I invite you? Okay, there we go. Let's get group in. Cool. Did you get the invite? Okay, there we go. Okay. Everybody's ready. Let's get right on to it. Game number 2.
Let's go.
Beep, 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 beep.
I am kind of curious what we're gonna see this game.
Yeah, we are on Yaganatha, which is, a much bigger map. A very different one. I'm guessing we're going to see Stargate again, because, it's usual. I would like to see some mass void rays. Seems like a
I think
more.
you're the only person who's ever said that.
I like mass void rays. I
actually think you're the only person who enjoys this patch. Then, like, actually.
Yeah, look, PvP has become an interesting matchup. PvZ has become like the TVT of yesteryear. TVT is something we don't see anymore because all the Terrans are retired. I mean, Protoss is the only interesting race left.
I have a lot of issues with that analysis, but at any rate.
Anyway, we are on Yaganatha, LE. We're in the southwest corner of the map, representing the Blades of Ire. Our red Protoss, all the way from the land of Vietnam. It is the AshenOne. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Philippines, it is our purple Zerg. Give it up for CaptBritain. Jolly dude, CaptBritain. Yeah, so you have a comic book character called CaptBritain, and they're facing like the AshenOne, who comes from a different dimension, like Diablo type thing. It could be a good comic book, like a classic 1950s, 1960s comic book, like a ripoff of Captain America type of comic book, which is CaptBritain. He has big teeth and he drinks a lot of tea all the time. He has a teapot in his hand and he's holding it with a pinky out because that's how you have to hold it. That could make $2 if you sell it as a comic book, right? I have good ideas.
Yeah.
Don't quit your J job.
Yeah. If you try like selling a comic book with a character called Captain Britain, I think Marvel are gonna have a conversation with you.
Is there actually a
infringement.
character called Captain Britain? Let's see. Captain Britain.
They call
There's
their
gotta
Captain
be.
Carter, I think.
There's gotta be some. Yeah, there is in fact. His name is Brian Braddock. He's a fictional
Nice one.
superhero appearing in British and American comic books published by Marvel Comics. Yeah, they
Wild.
definitely made a like a.
In that case, they would like extra want to sue you for copyright infringement.
It came out in 1976.
Oh, dark. Okay, so there's a DT drop this game, which is the meta of like 2-3 years ago. Very interesting.
Apparently, he's the brother of Psylocke from the X-Men
shit.
series.
That's wild.
Okay, let's go.
Anyway.
Let's leave this rabbit hole. Yeah.
DT drop.
Yeah.
Another standard
So-
build from Captain Britain.
Yeah, it's not what I was expecting at all on this map.
I'm looking at it right now, and I think the DT drop might actually just end up ending the game if he doesn't scout it, because there's no
Yeah.
detection still.
Yeah, there are not no
Zerglings are also
spores, no
just-
nothing,
Yeah. So
no layer on the way.
if AshenOne, it's just that a lot of times with the DT drop, you make them into Archons even before
Hmm.
you do the DTs. So it all depends on if he uses the Prism for DTs or Archons. The thing is, this counter attack of Lings, like he can't kill 2 Archons. So I think either way,
Yeah.
Captain Britain's in a lot of trouble. It all depends on this counter. Oh, but he doesn't commit to it.
Yeah, there are spores
Well, it
on the
seems-
way.
Something of the build is amiss because it wasn't a warpin of 4 Dark Templars at once.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the gas missing for Captain Britain. No, sorry. No, actually, this was the AshenOne. They actually did have the gas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
think
it
he
was only
warped
3
them in
gateways.
vision,
Yeah,
too.
there was.
He's
There were only
missing a
3
4th
gateways.
gate. Okay. Yeah, and
Yeah,
this is already very good start for AshenOne. Very hard to recover from losing a 3rd base.
Yeah,
I also think it's gonna be a charge all in or a follow-up. Yeah, it is.
but there is detection now. A layer is on the way.
Yeah, but now they're gonna turn into Archons, and then
Mm-hmm.
your micro potential killing Zerglings is massive. Yeah.
Yeah, Captain Britain is going roaches though, so it's not going to be the end of the world here. There's going to be
It
some
depends
beef in
how
this
well-
army.
Yeah, it mostly depends how well he's gonna defend the Archon drop.
Yeah. So you gotta make sure the Zerglings don't rush the Archons, because that's
Yeah.
going to be bad. AshenOne is following this up with a charge, so going to some kind of a beef wave
So
composition
he actually
here.
catches roaches alone, which is pretty big.
Yeah. What?
These Archons are overstepping.
Yeah, this is gonna be dangerous here, but the War Prism is around to
Oh, it seems
them
like there's
out.
a Queen Walk? What is...
what?
This is a bit peculiar to me, because that's something you really do just versus Stargate.
Yeah, but you gotta walk faster. We can't walk faster. Don't have creep here. Should put some creep around here. Gotta call the council.
There's the... If he morphs the DTs at home to Archons, that's instantly game over for this Queen drop, but he hasn't. This is massive,
Yeah,
actually.
I mean,
If
there's
these
no
were
detection.
Archons-
There's no detection with the main army, so.
Oh, there's an
DTs are actually
Overseer
pretty
who's
good.
just lagging behind.
Ah, okay.
Oh no, the Prism!
The prism goes down.
Yeah,
That's actually
two
big.
Archons in it.
That's a lot of charge lots here.
Yeah, I think it's enough units to hold, but if the DTs were Archons, this would be like the easiest hold of his life, pretty much. Now it's a bit scary.
Still, the AshenOne
Still enough if he
is.
micros.
Oh, don't lose the
that's not
immortals.
This.
Yeah.
It's still enough, but it could have been Hey,
Yeah, this is a very costly hold for the Protoss here.
I would say he's still definitely winning the game because of how the early game went. CaptBritain didn't
Yeah.
really have a chance to go. He's actually like
Getting surrounded by
very
lings and
aggressive
roaches here. Yeah, we're good.
yeah, but it's enough
GG is
still.
still cold. And AshenOne will be taking the game moving forward. And we'll go up against Slayers in the second round. Let's see if Slayers is here. I don't see them in chat.
Oh
Let's,
well, we've had
let's
a
ping
good
them
run.
in. I'll ping them in Discord. So, all right, ping them.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was
Instant
that
response.
was. Yeah, go. Wait, we need AshenOne with us. Let's invite them to party. And still don't see Slayers here.
Yeah, he said go, but
Oh, no, that's Light MVP. I was about to invite Light VIP because I saw the VIP at the end and I thought it was MVP. That's how my brain works. All right, we'll take this time to remind you that we have a Patreon page. !Patreon in chat will send you that link. If you go to our Patreon page and pledge to support us with $5 or more, you get access to our subscribers only chat in Discord. And that gives you the privilege of joining our group voice chat, team games, helping Yakuzaku with his homework, and replay packs. That's right, replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are organizing or participating in, and we have permission to share. So that's a pretty good deal. You can also get that if you subscribe to our channel right here on Discord. Why is everyone leaving? What's...
I think we're reforming party. From the looks of it, at least.
What? Ah, okay, there we go. Ah, because they're joining AshenOne's party.
Yep. I do still need an invite for that, though.
Yeah, it's Look, I'm never going to belittle someone for not understanding how this interface works, because this interface
This
is
interface
garbage.
is pretty terrible, yeah.
It's
That's
awful.
why, like, just lobby links is the best thing ever. You don't even need parties. Just lobby link, casters click it, player click it, boom bang, bye. See you
Yeah.
later. Like, it's definitely the simplest way.
It's a pretty pro thing to do. Like it's a lot of the pros usually use the lobby links.
Yeah, me too. I think
no,
I started using it when I played at WCS Montreal, and then I've
Yeah.
used it ever since. Like, it's way more comfortable than anything else.
First map is Yaganatha. Hold on. It's not loading.
Yaganatha.
Yaganatha!
Dear, oh dear.
Yeah, you have to like throw your hands up in the air like when you say it. It's
Oh, I
makes
can't be
it-
hyped. I'm a Terran player.
of terror players, you can
About
show your religion.
Jaganatha, that is.
Uh,
I like Jaganatha TVZ is like a meme.
oh wait, they're both Philippines. So yeah, Singapore.
Yaganatha.
Slayers is Cuba. Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know.
I was sorry. I jumped to the wrong player. Yeah, it's Cuba.
Interesting.
Look, I'm not the smartest person in the world. East is not good. West is the server that we're going to be using.
Wait, SlayersMvP's I love who?
What?
Today I love.
Is that them? Because I see that.
I hope it is. Because they're the ones in lobby.
Okay, there we go. And the AshenOne is over here. Okay, there we go. So I love Oov.
I noticed that the game server is not Singapore, or is that, I hope that's on purpose.
No, it's Western United States because
Yeah, okay.
it's Cuba versus Philippines.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
what the? All right, let's
pain.
I forgot. For some reason yeah. I think I clicked the wrong thing.
Pain.
Also, sometimes if you create the lobby too fast, if you click the create lobby button too fast, it doesn't recognize the fact that you chose a mod. Because
Yeah, well,
interface. See, this is why I don't belittle
optimized.
people for not understanding this interface because it's awful.
Like, this interface is broken. It's not like you can belittle people for it. Like, it's StarCraft optimization and UI wise is a disaster.
Okay, there we go. Thank you for.
God bless. All right.
Yeah, it's 6 in the morning in Cuba right now, so you know.
Massive.
All right. AshenOne is saying, "Let's dance." Wait, is Slayers is Terran, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
There we go. We're gonna load into Yaganata, most cursed Terran map in recent memory. Cursed for Terran, that is.
It's pretty. I don't know why though, because
It's
would
specifically
you really hate
versus Zerg. It's really bad because they take a lot of bases without expanding anywhere near you at all, and like the entire map is creep spread, very hard to clear. Like they have so many bases that are not close to the Terran. For TVZ, is very very bad. For versus Protoss, it's a bit better. I would still say it's definitely favoring Protoss. Juggernaut is just there's also like zero airspace, like behind the bases. It's just generally speaking really bad for Terran, but it's specifically versus Zerg where it shines is really bad. Maps were like just really bad for Terran versus Protoss. Death Aura was insane for Protoss versus Terran, and then Romanticide is also very good for Protoss, especially the turtly kind.
By the way, I was saying AshenOne is from Vietnam. I was saying Philippines because I still had CaptBraitin's like line open up on the spreadsheet. That's
loading screen feels horrible.
Yeah, someone is dropping.
The question is, who's it gonna be? Do you want to make bets?
I like the Void Ray portrait
banner?
thingy, not portrait banner. Yeah,
banner. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Void Ray is a pretty cool unit if you think about it.
It's actually very boring in my opinion.
Not for playing necessarily, but
boring,
you know, but as a unit, it's really cool.
As a concept, it's cool, but as a player and a viewer, I think it's one of the most boring units in the game.
Also, you're a Terran, so you know.
I mean, I play Protoss too. I play Protoss too, and I abuse Void Rays a lot, but it still doesn't change the fact.
So when you're Protoss, it's fine.
Like, I mean, it's as I said, like, there's nothing interesting about the Void Ray. There's very little micro you can do with it. It's a unit. You use it. It's I don't know.
No, you can. It's a pretty straight. That's why I like it. I think for gameplay, it's a very straightforward unit. You gotta be smart when you use it.
Marines are also a very straightforward as a unit, but there's a lot of cool shit you can do with them. Same as Stalkers, really.
Because they're cheaper and they're versatile. You can use them throughout the game, but
Void Rays are not versatile. They're like getting spammed in all three matchups.
Yeah, but
like PVZ is literally Void Rays, and then PVT is Void Ray Shield Battery, and then versus Protoss is a Fiesta.
Yeah, it looks like
massive game one.
Yeah, it looks like Slayer dropped.
Yeah, I don't know. Void Ray, definitely one
Yeah.
of my least favorite units in SC2. There are
Actually,
units that
like-
are designed a lot worse. Like, for example, a Disruptor or the Swarm Host or DTs are just design-wise very bad units, unlike the Void Ray. But the
Why?
Void Ray is not interesting. Disruptors? Horrible design. Like, you shouldn't have a unit that you can, like, be down 50 supply and still have a chance in a game. Because of one unit. That's just
Splash
not
damage.
good game design. Yeah, but that's not splash damage. There's no other splash damage that in one volley you're down 50 supply by one unit. That's...
I
Sorry,
mean,
that's
but
just
to be
very
fair,
bad
it's
game
something
design.
you need to know how to use. It's not. It's a very skillful
Like,
unit.
it's very easy to use. No. Disruptors are very easy.
No. I disagree.
Yeah, they're like super easy. But it doesn't matter how easy it is, even if it would be very hard. Like, it doesn't change my opinion. It's just design. I'm not talking balance. Talking from the aspect of the game design, it's a very poorly designed unit. Very poorly designed.
What? Just visually or?
No. Like gameplay,
Okay.
like you should not be able to have a unit that's like game changing like that in a very bullshit way. Like you shouldn't be outplaying a person the entire game and then he makes one unit and then you instantly lose.
But think about
that's not
it.
good.
Think about it on the opposite side. You only have to dodge one unit and then you win the game, right? You only have to
Yeah,
dodge
you have
one
to do that
shot.
repeatedly while you're defending DTs that you need
Ah,
detection
so
for.
So that's not just one unit, right? It's in
I mean,
combination.
First of all, it's just the one unit, and then the combination of Disruptor DT is also a massive issue. But no, Disruptors in general are just awful design. Anyway, enough
disagree.
about
It's
that.
ju- I mean, they're bad. They're bad for everyone's health because they induce heart attacks. But
like they're just that they don't make the game exciting, in my opinion. They make it a lot more lame.
disagree. I like them. They make the game much more exciting because there's always a chance to come back. There's always a chance for something to happen. I get why you'd hate to play against them. I hate to play. I hate to play in
It's not just hate
general.
to play against them. Like when I want to see somebody make a crazy comeback, like that's sick. I like watching that, but I want that to happen because they played really well, not because they landed one disruptor shot and instantly won. Like
Fair enough.
that's not a cool comeback. That's just a disruptor.
All right, everyone. We are finally on Yagartha, LE. We're in the northeast corner of the map, representing Unidos por el Vicio, all the way from the land of Cuba. Otherwise known as I Love Uv, for some reason. It is our veteran SlayersMvP. Hashtag not the real MVP, not the real Slayers. Different. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, our blue Protoss is in fact the AshenOne.
Alright, so versus Terran. Protoss versus Terran. Finally I can cast something I have more knowledge about.
Light is saying Void Ray just shouldn't shoot.
True, it's true.
if it's just a
nice.
scouting unit.
Very nice supply depot micro from I Love Uv, actually. That was very cool. And he's gonna kill the probe. So a very good start
Yeah.
for him. And Marine first
cool.
opener, which is pretty cool. Marine reactor. Very modern, I would say. Yeah, I like it so far. Good micro on the supply depot, tip of the probe. Marine reactor is pretty cool. You can do a lot of crazy things with it. Pulls off from gas, which means that we're gonna see a 3 racks opener actually. So very aggressive beginning. Yeah, 3 racks. Damn.
I mean, it's a big map for that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is. One good thing for this map is that they're natural. There's no ramp into the natural, which means 3 racks is a lot better. Because if you have to go down like up a ramp, there's a lot higher of a chance
you
to
get
destroyed by force fields, and it's harder to just attack into it. So
it's easier to choke
True.
out the offense.
yeah, exactly. So it's true that like the map is pretty long, but I don't think it's horrible to play 3 racks here. Plus 3 racks is actually very popular in the current meta.
All right, no shield batteries yet on the
because-
on AshenOne side. But we
It
have
is
a Twilight
a
Council on the way.
Twilight opener, so I do like it for AshenOne. If he plays his cards correctly, Blink is actually very strong versus 3 racks.
Wait,
so I like
double
the,
Twilight Council?
that must be a mistake. Yeah, it is. Oh, Jesus. Quite a
that
few
was-
cancels going down.
Yeah, I think that might have been a misclick here. Why would you?
that's
What,
the eBay
what,
too.
in what universe would you get?
Oh,
double
Adept
Twilight
gets in and he
Council?
scouts the 3 racks. That's massive, actually.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive, because the Adept should never really get free reign into the main, so it really feels bad when it happens.
it's got beef with that
Actually-
mule. Oh,
Sadly, the mule dies, but that does cost the Adept, but it definitely has achieved its purpose, killing a mule and
Yeah.
scouting 3 racks.
yeah, pretty
A
good.
lot of gateways going down. So 4 gate blink. Because there's no road. Yeah, I think this was reactive, because this is not how the 4 gate blink all-in build goes usually, from what I remember at least. So I think this is mostly reactive to scouting the 3 racks.
Yeah. It's a pretty good reaction. You know, you get a lot of
Yeah.
units out of it. They're pretty beefy against Marines.
What he needs
Slayer
mostly
is
is
adding
to-
Marauders, so it's going to be, a little tougher. But Blink is
Yeah.
definitely going to be helping.
He needs more stalkers, and then what you do with 3 racks is you kite the army, because they can't stim. That was very painful. Every unit matters a lot. So the idea is what he's doing here is correct, especially if he had Blink, because the Terran obviously can't stim because there are no medivacs with 3 racks. But there are quite a few units missing, so I think the 3 racks has potential to just win. There's also only 1 shield battery, so the third is not defendable yet. Now the unit count does look healthy now for the Protoss.
Yeah, there's only
That's
one
better.
pylon here for all of this production, and that's very vulnerable at the wall.
I would
of,
like to see
the
an
AshenOne.
Immortal. Immortals really help with this.
Oh,
Three Marauders
unfortunate
is
for this Marauder. Right,
Of course,
Mark
doesn't really
goes
cheat much
down.
of anything.
Alright, going for that shield battery. Making sure that never goes up.
Yeah, decent micro. Ooh.
Yeah, but the steam is
Decent
done
stalker
now.
Micro.
Second steam.
Steam has been done the entire time. Like, didn't you notice the units were on
Yeah. Oh.
damage? Anyway,
Yeah.
good micro from AshenOne. The damage he
let's
took
see.
from this push was indirect, basically hard to macro while you're being pushed, but he holds it. He holds
yeah.
the third base.
Loses four probes, some shield batteries, and some stalkers.
Yeah, it's not bad. Of course,
mean,
it could be
it's a
better.
lot of-
Always
it's a-
good. But
In terms of just lost resources, it's pretty bad. But the AshenOne also has a third base already set up.
yeah, like
So
it's-
Slayers either really
the
needs to
situation
do
for
some
him in this
damage
game.
or super micro up. When we,
He's actually playing
fight-
the 2 gas style, so I expect like a ton more gateways and mass zealot, especially with forges, because he's playing very low gas, which means very high zealot counts.
Now, Slayers is finally catching up in terms of medivacs. Gonna get some of those. Get a couple more barracks A. Barracks is the plural of barracks.
We just say barracks and pretend like that's the plural too already.
Barracks as a bums, I sometimes say. It's a thing.
Dear oh dear. My oh my. Yeah, so still no gases. We see more gateways, obviously. I would like with this style, you just need like, I'm not kidding. You like 6 is not enough. You want to be like at 10 to 12 gateways when you're playing mass cell.
I mean, yeah, the
Because obviously,
working
like,
way.
you're not mining gas, so
But the AshenOne is getting more gateways now. So gonna have at least 8 gateways. Which is pretty good.
and
gonna
being
have-
being out like this across the map when you're playing versus 2 gas zealot is extremely dangerous because this happens and then you just lose your army.
Yeah, and unfortunately the army gets split. The medivacs are getting sniped here. Oh, when medivac gets
I think a
loaded
warp
up and
in the
try
main
and
base
drop
should
into the
just
main.
deal with that.
Yeah. Dropping a
But
handful
also,
of zealots should be okay.
there's just nothing. There's going to be nothing at home to defend. So even if this drop does damage, it will be cleared by at least like the worst case scenario of 2 charged warpins. It's 1 to be honest.
Yeah.
And you're
In the
not
meantime,
killing it.
AshenOne on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
I'm gonna completely
This- you-
destroy
you do
this
not
third
hold
base.
Good force fields too. Oh, I don't like the zealots being segregated versus the bio. Want the immortal to fight there too.
I mean, there's enough of them.
Yeah, but like that's how you. I don't know. It's like the only chance
With the-
I love we have. But
I don't like the
think
war.
it's enough.
I don't like that the war prism is so far behind, but again, the numbers are so overwhelming for AshenOne, so it really doesn't.
Actually, he
matter
needs
that
the
much.
zealots here now, else he loses the immortal. There we go. Now
Yeah, yeah. He brought. That's what I said. He was warping them in, but like all the way outside the
Ooh,
third,
great
like
force
in the
field,
middle of the
actually.
map.
Very good force field.
Yeah, dropping everything out. Nice micro with the medivacs, but this is a little bit
And,
too late.
that's
Too
gonna
late.
be
Too little
the
late.
the 2 gas style works. It's very hard when you don't deal damage with the 3 racks. It's very hard to like play the game rest. Usually it's Colossi that are your trouble, but in this case, he was moving across the map versus 2 gas style, which is very dangerous. And we saw
Only
why.
Zealot. Ire is the best planet in the Coprulo sector because of Zealots. It doesn't make no stalkers, no nothing, just Zealots.
I have to say I like the style choice from AshenOne. 2 gas is very like if you hold a push, then you counter attack. Like it has very massive potential to just win, just like we saw. And if a Terran ever moves into 2 gas, they're not happy. Not happy at all.
All right, so Light Shade is going to be our next map. 1 barrack, 2 barracks.
God, that's cursed. Absolutely cursed.
All right. Ready? Everyone's ready. Caerwyn, do you know the Hebrew word for barracks? It's a little trivia question.
I think I used to, like, I don't know, I
There's
can't
an
think of it
actual
right now,
word.
I'm pretty sure I used to.
No one ever uses it. It's very obscure.
What is it?
Kasraktin.
Oh, I
Kasraktin.
didn't know that. What the fuck?
Exactly. I have
Okay.
no idea, but that's the
Well, there's
actual
like a
word
more
for
common way of saying barracks too.
Megurim? Megure Chayalim?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it after the cast.
Yeah. Just like living quarters is what we use, but there is an actual word that no one ever uses because it's something from like the 1930s or something. All right, everyone. Enough about that. We are on Lightshade, the lightest map in the map pool, except it isn't. It's just gray. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vicio, it is our red Terran, otherwise known as I Love Uv. It's Slayers. And in the northwest corner of the map, plotting some more Protoss bullshit, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, it is our blue Protoss, the AshenOne.
Alright.
Yeah, pretty simple opening again. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, so
This
far
time
so
the
good.
probe now
Another,
just gets sniped.
it's
The
another
workers
barracks
union is going
gas
to take care of
opener
this probe.
from... Yeah. It's another barracks gas opener from Terran, which is very standard, and a core into Nexus, which is also very standard. Nothing too crazy yet. Another Marine first opener.
Yeah,
I
we
think
don't
there's a
see
chance we might even see
Reapers.
3 racks again.
Is it because Protoss just block the ramp and there's just no...
Yeah, like you
Like the
block the
Reaper-
ramp,
the
and then
Reaper is,
Marine first can also like be used to a lot of different things. It gives you like better Marine count, because Marines, not only do they not cost gas, they also produce faster. So if you do Marine reactor, your reactor finishes faster, and you have a Marine. So it just ends with a higher Marine count too. Very safe. It does damage your scouting, obviously, but like with Protoss walling off usually, then it's no biggie. Another 3-axe opener, he pulled off gas. There's the first barracks too, so you're gonna see the same build from I Love Uv.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 3 racks from Slayers. This time it's a much shorter rush distance.
Yeah, like this map is probably better for it. Yeah, and there's already a
STV is
pretty
scouting
fast
for proxies.
second gateway, and
Yeah.
the Twilight does come down now.
So it looks like AshenOne is also going for the same build. Ooh, no, gonna get a delay on this command center. Oh, get that! Get it! Oh,
I
nice
don't think
save.
it's worth stacking the adapt for. I don't know.
I mean, if it delays the command center and gets 2 SCVs, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I was pretty convinced the adapt would die there. I think just after you kill one, it's a lot better to just save it for scouting.
That SCV has 1 health point, by the way.
Yeah, that's one shot. Wait.
Yeah.
Anyway, there is a stalker.
Oh,
now.
Stalker coming in to finish the job.
Obviously, too many Marines for that to achieve much.
Yeah, but it does tell the AshenOne. Oh, so you have 5 Marines. Okay, you can't get that if you're just going 1-1-1.
No. That's still the normal. Like that, because it's a Marine and then 2 Marines from the reactor and then 2 Marines from a reactor, which is 5, and he saw 5, which means a 1-1-1. That could definitely be a 1-1-1. If he like comes now and he sees this many Marines, even without the Marauder, then he knows it's a lot of Marines. But like when he scouted 5, it could still be a 1-1-1.
But usually when you go 1-1-1, you're not going to get the 5 Marines. You're going to go with Hellions or something,
sure.
right?
No. Like reactored Hellions are very uncommon nowadays.
They're still being used in PvT.
No, they're still being used. No, they're still being used, but it's not very common to reactor a factory, especially for Hellions, I guess.
We have a subscription from Woodkid.
There's actually a charge all-in. I was so busy focusing on the 3-axe. There's a charge all-in that has not been scouted this game. Now, usually, I would say charge all-ins, it's better for the 3-axe player, because they already have stim and a pretty healthy bio count. Problem being, he doesn't see any of this.
Yeah, and there's a weapon right into the main
stalkers,
base.
They actually
The army's not in
distract his
position. Oh no! Let's get right into the mineral line.
That's exactly what I would say. Like you just evacuate, and then you use your bio, you kill it, and if you don't panic, oh, this is panicking. You don't want. Charge lots are very like snowbally. Like if you don't split your army with stim, 3-axe is actually a very good scenario for the bio player. You should actually fight them, kite them into the ramp. Like he has stim. Okay, this.
Yeah, I think AshenOne. I think Slayers is just afraid to use Steam right now.
Yeah, he had the. I would say he definitely had the build order advantage here. Now, this the game is not over. This push is not going to be easy to stop by any means.
Yeah, actually Slayers is
so it's definitely not over yet, but we're gonna have to see how it goes.
Going for the full base
charge
trade.
If he manages to just lose SCVs, like this is the fight. If he manages to just lose SCVs, it's good for him. Like he will win.
Yeah, the SCVs are blocking the.
Oh wait, actually the recall was not the entire army, and this is actually massive for Isle of Wolf. I'm actually pretty sure off of the recall he will win.
Yeah, the warpism is here though.
Yeah.
Oh no, it gets
he wins the
sniped.
game. Oh, it was empty.
That was. That's like a Hail Mary comeback from Slayers here.
It's a win. It's a win.
Yeah.
He has to go up now. Any second he gives for charge out warpins is very bad for him, so he needs to go up now. But if he does, he will win the game.
Yeah, he's got the Marauders at the front with the SCVs that were blocking the damage. Marines doing DPS from the back, and that's it. The Zealots are all done. And now Slayers is just camping
actually very here. Low. I would actually warp in charge lots and move with probes. Yeah, like if he pulls the probes here, actually he doesn't need to. The bio is too low stims. I think that's another win for AshenOne.
I mean, Slayers is setting up production while this is going on, and
look
oh
at the
wait,
worker
there are
count.
no SCVs. Okay, there.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
He has mules, but mule is 3.5 workers.
Not enough. There is a
It's
bit
not
of a
enough.
bank here, but
Yeah, but like it's not happening. And yeah, I think the moment you're out of position with your army, it gets very bad for you. Even though the 3 racks on paper is pretty good versus charge wins.
yeah, because it's a very squishy army. You don't have medivacs. Every steam
Yeah, it's
immediately
very good because you just have,
puts damage on you.
It's very good because you have just a lot of bio units and they have stim already. Because usually when you play 1-on-1, you don't have stim for charge in. But yeah, the problem is if you let them get too many charge lots, your army is not healthy enough. So yeah, that's
So AshenOne moves forward.
unfortunate series for Slayers, but the AshenOne does pick up another 2-0.
Oh, we do have another series here. We might jump on the lower bracket. Hold on. Let's remove the players so they don't jump with us. Because I don't see a different series being set up here. Yeah, I don't see NihonGo in chat. So they're still playing against proxy. So we'll jump on SaberLight versus CaptBritain, which is a best of 1 in the lower bracket.
The game was very tough for I Love Move. I think if he would have moved up to the main fast, I think he lingered in natural too long. Like he had to go into the main instantly to unpower the gateways. I think there was just one charge lot warp in too many.
Yeah, definitely. Also, Woodkid, we owe you 20 quacks. So let's go. Quack 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 quack. There we go. That was 20. So many zealots. Yep. Seems like SaberLight likes the not SaberLight, the AshenOne, the other Protoss. I was just looking at the Protoss here and I was like,
they're all the same.
The AshenOne likes charge loads quite a bit.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked out very good for him.
I'm a big fan of using like tier 1 units in mass amounts. It's pretty fun. All right, everyone. Speaking of fun, we are on. Hold on. We are on Oxide, LE Oxide. Well, we are oxidized. We are breathing in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of what's PE? Remind me again.
PE. Belarus.
Belarus. Peru.
Can you show me the flag? Can you show me the flag?
Yeah, it's Peru. Representing Alpha X Latin America, our red Protoss is in fact SaberLight.
Did you just say you represented Alpha X? Or did I mishear that?
Yeah, Alpha X Latin America.
SaberLight, doesn't he represents Gen G? Genesis game.
Maybe I'm looking at the.
That's the clan tag he has right now, anyway.
Maybe someone can update the chart then. The spreadsheet. I don't know. I don't use brain here. Anyway, on the other side of the map, all the way from. I can't update during tournament, not like this. Yes, Koro can't update during the tournament because she's busy observing. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of the Philippines, our purple Zerg is in fact CaptBritain.
He's actually opting for a 12 pool this series.
I mean, it's a best of 1, so you know. Maybe they're like, let's cheese it. Sometimes that happens. People are like,
if I have not imagined it, I think the second Zealot got supply block.
Could be.
which is obviously not the greatest thing you
Why
want
is-
to happen. I think
is
he's
it-
still
what is-
fine.
What are these Ducklings doing? They're trying to bait the Zealot out, but not working.
Yeah, I think he's doing a fine job holding.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna be a game. It's gonna be a game of StarCraft.
Yes, in fact, it's gonna be a ZVP. Which is something you sometimes happen to cast when, even when there's a pool first. On a short map, like Coxside.
Somehow I always end up casting as EVP. Sag.
I mean, look at the history. ZVP has been the matchup that I've casted the most in the past few months. The Terrans have all disappeared, mostly. You usually get like 1 or 2
Do you
Terrans.
want my comment on that?
No, I'm just saying it as a fact. I'm presenting it as a fact. Yeah, the Protoss say, they haven't lost their numbers in this current patch.
Do you also want my comment on that?
No, I do not. I'm just presenting it as a fact. We already know your opinion about this, Caerwyn. It's fine. We've read.
Anyway.
We've read the 5 blogs, the 2 articles,
Oh no.
the manifesto, the manifesto, the
manifesto.
the ransom notes.
God. I make it very as a point in the last 2 years that I don't balance wine on Twitter anymore. My Twitter is now solely for memes about chess and D&D. I don't really stream at all, or even play StarCraft, so I don't really balance wine there anyway. So now it's just only the people who know me have the privilege of knowing my balanced opinions.
So you have no outlet.
I don't
you
really
want
need
this
an
to be-
outlet. I don't.
All right, this can be a therapy session. Go ahead. Go ahead. You know what?
Yeah,
We have time before
therapy.
anything goes up in this
Have
game.
you looked at my Aligulak actually? Since I started playing tournaments again, I 2-0'd a 6K, and I took a map from a 6-4 in EPT.
All right. So what are you
yeah.
whining about?
Oh, the state of the game, of course.
I'm not whining about my performance. I'm just generally.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness,
Yeah, there was definitely this patch definitely had caused a change in like the composition that we see in terms of matchups.
I mean, no, this patch is no. It's very, I don't know, it's very boring. I think very boring patch. So I think it hurts viewership for StarCraft, which you can actually kind of tell in viewership numbers for big tournaments too.
I don't know if that's the fault
It's not
of the
the only.
matchup.
It's
The
not only
balance.
reason. No, it's not the only reason, but I think it's definitely connected. That this patch is like one of the most boring ones for a viewer. But I would like to not be negative on casts. We're gonna tune right back into this game.
I would like to bury my negativity, please.
No, like
Yes.
I do my best.
Charge is about to
There-
finish for SaberLight here, though.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think this Queen Charge has high.
Only
chances
6
of
gateways though for SaberLight, so the
He
reinforcements
needs to
aren't
be
going to be as
decisive with
robust.
his charges
Yeah.
and not lose 3 units. You should just
This is
stop
a-
taking 3 damage. Just go.
This is a pretty strong death ball here with the roaches at the front, queens at the back. Plenty of transfuses here.
One massive thing here is that he hasn't put prismatic alignment on the Voider, which is losing on a lot of DPS on roaches. I think the charge. I don't know why he's falling back. I'm pretty sure the charge was actually just win now.
Maybe
Either way, I'm pretty sure he's
they went-
winning. So.
I think they just
shouldn't
wanted
lose the Void
wanted
Ring.
to buy some more time with the force fields for another warp
Now the
in.
force field is working against him because the charge
Yeah.
can't do anything. I don't think this kills him, but I'm not entirely certain.
I mean, it does delay the Protoss from expanding while CaptBritain is getting a third base, saturating the
I mean,
third
the
base.
game's
Sorry.
not over if the push dies completely, but I don't think it will. Actually, gateway unit count is starting to kind of window. Then again, the queen's too, so I think.
I mean, what
Yeah.
it's stalkers now, and stalkers are much, beefier against roaches
they're
than
like
charge logs.
they're not. It doesn't matter the beefy so much as they can like shoot past the wall. Really.
Yeah, they should. They also have they have plus against armor, right? I'm not.
Yeah, no, they do
Delusional, yeah.
decent damage. But roaches are the only armored. Ravagers, queens, and zerglings don't take bonus damage.
Mm-hmm.
and
And now
now-
SaberLight is in a position to maybe.
Yeah, I think if he
Poke
warps in zealots and
on the other
counter
side.
attacks,
Yeah.
like he needs the full zealot. Yeah, just like that.
CaptBritain is setting up a small link run by, and SaberLight hasn't left anything to
Oh,
defend.
this is actually big. So SaberLight is actually supply blocked, and that cost him like I think 4 zealots in the initial push. I think he has still too much. I think he's still gonna win with this.
Oh, good
force
force fields there.
I don't agree with the choice to go for the third base. I think he could have marched up that natural and ended the game.
Oh, almost losing the void rage with the sport. That was very close.
I think he's still going to end the game though.
I don't know. It depends on how CaptBritain.
No, it's over.
Yeah, there we go.
It is over.
I'm just looking. CaptBritain didn't really manage to do damage on the other side of the map, so yeah. So there you have it. SaberLight moves forward. Let's quickly try and jump on the next game.
I think that was the last one for me. I'm still recovering from a week at the hospital.
Mhm.
So short cast for me today.
Thank you for joining us.
No worries. It's been a pleasure as always. It's been a while actually since the last time I cast, I think. Yeah, and as always, I'll be here back again between a week and a year from now. And that's it.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Feel better. Get
Thank you.
get well.
Thank you.
Get well soon.
And have fun with the rest of the tournament. Good luck.
Yep.
Later.
Now let's ruin the overlay and let's give Kuro a minute to reset the overlay properly, because you always have to do it manually. In the meantime, we'll set up with NihonGo versus wait. We're missing AshenOne. Player trying to invite, he's not currently accepting invites. Okay, there we go. Invites. Yeah, I think they're in private mode or something. Alrighty. Yeah, even what? Blizzard, please. If AshenOne requests to join the party, I say, okay, invite. The player you are trying to invite is currently not accepting invites. Like, it's not doing it. Okay, there we go. Jokes on you guys. I prepared 2 sources to quickly fix webcams. Number 1, Production EU. That is Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki. She's the best for a reason. Alright. Let's set up. Our first map is going to be Romanticide. Romanticide. Where love goes to die. So this is US West, right? So it's EU versus SEA. And this is the NihonGo. Why aren't we starting? Waiting on someone. Okay, there we go. And let's see if everybody is ready. If everyone is prepared to go all the way. Let's get right onto it. Beep, 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 boop, beep. Right. Ooh, so we already have someone in the semifinals. MrLEz. MrLEz, MrLEz. What does the LE stand for? Was a new appearance in our tournaments, as far as I know. Already waiting in the semifinals, winning 2-0 versus Pleiades. Pleiades, who was the runner-up from last MSO. All right, everyone. Welcome to Romanticide, LE, where love goes to die. We're in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Russia, representing Starcom Academy. Our blue Terran is in fact NihonGo. And in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire. Give it up for our red Protoss, the AshenOne. Alright. What was the name of Nihongo's cat? Naya? Naya, I think that was the name. Nihongo has a really pretty gray cat with yellow eyes. If you want to see pictures, it's I think it's in general chat in Discord. Exclamation point Discord. We'll give you a link to our Discord if you haven't joined it yet. It's a very fun place to hang. Sometimes there are cat pictures in it. And Nihongo is a very pretty cat who always looks concerned in all the pictures. The cat just looks concerned for Nihongo's TVP. Which is what most Terrans are concerned about nowadays. And, and forever. And we do see a 1-on-1 opening from Nihongo with the Reaper. Very different than what we saw with Captain America. No, Captain America. It's my brain. Sorry. Slayers. There we go. Captain Britain was the Zerg. Look, my brain is not good, right? We've established that, right? Sorry. My throat is not good either, apparently. Sorry, gotta drink some H2O. Alright, so NihonGo going with some Hellions and Reapers, which is a decent opener. AshenOne going for a Twilight Council. So you might see the same stuff we saw against Slayers. I know. But was charge lots was the theme of today with the AshenOne. Let's see if NihonGo has a better beat on that. I mean, Hellions definitely do better against it than just unmedevaced Marines. Especially if you manage to do some early game damage and destroy some production. That said, NihonGo doesn't seem to go out across the map. I wonder if was there even a scout? It was just the SCV scout at the beginning. No Reaper scout after that. So NihonGo moves out, but the wall is already a wall. There's a stalker at the thing. Yeah, just don't see NihonGo getting through it unless there's some magical grenade use here. And okay, does manage to push through, which is nice. Gets to the mineral line. Hellions. One Hellion goes down. Oh no, they're focusing the stalker. And actually manages to get away. This did a hell of a lot more damage than I expected. NihonGo lost one Hellion and killed a stalker and 5 probes. That's pretty cool. And it seems that AshenOne is going for Blink, not Charge. Not gonna be the same. NihonGo going a little more factory heavy here. Gonna be a Cyclone and a Liberator. There's already a safety tank. So Stalkers are like, nope. Let me out of here. There's a thing what make big booms on me. There's Reapers chasing Stalkers. And it's actually working! That Stalker he's hyper-focused. The Stalker is tunnel visioning on one Reaper. What? God damn it. God damn it, NihonGo. You're not supposed to be able to kill 2 Stalkers with 3 Reapers and actually keep all the Reapers alive. That's not supposed to happen. That's not how Terran's supposed to work. Alright, NihonGo definitely doing better than Slayers against AshenOne today. Oh, but the Liberator might get sniped here. No, it's not being focused. Blink is just about to finish, but it's not quite ready yet, so these Stalkers may be overextending here. Oh, Cyclone locking onto the Stalker. Oh, but there's a tank at the back here. Be careful. Blink's forward, but the Liberation Zone is about to pop up, and another tank comes in. NihonGo can actually continue this push, but decides not to. Goes back home. I'm gonna try and set up defenses. The Immortal is still alive. The Warp Prism is still alive. But what is it? Yes, it is. What are you doing here? Huddling in the reeds. What the hell? Did NihonGo pull them in for the for fixing the tanks or something? Yeah, that was odd. I think NihonGo intended for it to be here. Blink forward, snipes the tank. This is pretty dicey for NihonGo. NihonGo doesn't have any of the factory units left. There's a tank. Oh, there's still a tank on the high ground here. The Liberator is out. It's not positioning here. Where is it actually? Yeah, it's on the other side of the map, trying to do some damage, but yeah, it's too late. AshenOne is in. NihonGo GG's out. That was very odd. NihonGo had a very strong push going on, but decided to go back. Even after reinforcements were coming in. And the defense was just not there against the Blink Stalkers. Okay, Oxide is going to be our next map. West, right? Yes. Let's put the AshenOne here. See if everybody's prepared. Make sure you hydrate your Hydras, everyone. Gotta keep your Hydras well hydrated. And stretch your roaches. Let's stretch the roaches. Alright, everybody's ready. Well stretched. Don't train your disruptors on camera. It's against the OS. It's something you do in private. You can stretch your roaches. You can hydrate your Hydras on camera. It's fine. Train your disruptors privately. Whichever side your bathroom is. All right. So it wasn't Charlottes that AshenOne was going for this time. It was Blink Stalkers, and it seemed to have worked quite well for our Vietnamese Protoss. Let's see how it works on Oxide. Oxide, where we are oxidized. We are breathing. Don't breathe too much, because then you get lightheaded with over-oxygenization. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Russia, representing Starcom Academy, our Teal Terran is in fact Seems like it's going for a proxy. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, it is our red Protoss, the AshenOne. Okay, NihonGo goes for the proxy racks. There is a barracks at home. So if the AshenOne isn't diligent about scouting and, seeing what's what here, they may be taken by surprise, thinking, this is a regular operation. Just regular. The AshenOne does go for a full scout into the base. Should be able to see everything. If you count the SCVs, you see there's there's a missing depot. That should give you a bit of a clue that there's a proxy going on. AshenOne still playing standardly there, nothing crazy on the other side of the map. This probe still being annoying there in the base. The pylon block there, just to be annoying. But Marines can pop out outside the wall still, so it's not a big issue. Also, depots go up and down. It does block the add-on there, so it's just an annoyance. The proxy is making marauders while this is going on, and it's going to be marauders with concussive shells. And AshenOne, I was about to say it doesn't seem to be super prepared, but there is at least a shield battery coming up in the natural. Although we do get adepts. There's a stalker as a follow-up. Something that's going to deal with the marauders a little better than just adepts. Adepts just tickle marauders. They don't really do a lot of damage to them. Oh, actually, AshenOne sends the adept to the other side of the map. You can see NihonGo moves in with the stalkers. Shield battery is here. NihonGo immediately backs away. Still an overcharge to use, but there's not enough energy for AshenOne's Nexus here in the natural. NihonGo actually goes all the way back home. That's it. NihonGo just sees the wall and backs away. And, gonna get a delay on the natural base here. I'd have to put shade into the main. We get a delay on this third barracks as well. Actually, the adept manages to shade away. The VSV is dead. For one adept, it's pretty good. The proxy is researching combat shields, not shield. I was about to say shield overcharge. I was like, that's not right. That's not something Terrans have. It's going to be combat shield, not Steam. And now NihonGo is on the defensive. Now, it should be noted, NihonGo didn't lose any of the army units on the attack, so we'll have enough units to defend here against AshenOne. But AshenOne is now clear to go where they want to, in its charge lots, as we've seen before. Alright. I'm going to be defensive here, going to lose one Marauder, but AshenOne has to back away. I mean, AshenOne just want to make sure NihonGo is on this side of the map. And, they're going to be waiting for the charge lots. And NihonGo is banking up a lot of Marauders on this side of the map. I'm guessing it's just for like a run-by later on. This is about to actually work, because I still think AshenOne doesn't know about the proxy for some reason. Otherwise, they'd have gone out and destroyed it. Really don't want to leave that there. Especially since that's the tech lab that's actually researching all of the biotech for NihonGo. Alright. AshenOne is bringing reinforcements. Warp Prism is here. Oh, it's in a position. Might get sniped here. But the Steam isn't finished. If Steam was finished, maybe. But yeah, NihonGo was caught out of position. The charge was just surround these Marines. This is gonna be a GG. I don't see how NihonGo. Yeah, well done, GG. Even a force field to prevent evacuation. Very nicely done by the AshenOne. Taking out NihonGo 2-0. And we'll go into the semi-final to face MrLEz or Mr. L-E-Z. L-E-Z? L-E-Z. MrLEz of Fire. Off fire, not off fire, off with 2 Fs. Fire. It's not on the fire, it's off the fire. It's an important distinction. Where is MrLEz of Fire from? So they're not on fire, they're off fire. It's important to remember. Although they are in the semifinals, so you know. Oh, it's also a Russian player, a Russian Zerg. I do believe this is their first appearance in our tournaments. What's the map, though? Oxide. We're back on Oxide. Still waiting on MrLEz to get the invite. Now, as you said, we have a lower bracket today, so NihonGo is not out of the tournament just yet. Second appearance, apparently, according to Kuro. Okay, we have party. Yep. Whoop. I almost changed the map by misclicking. Yes, west. MrLEz. Yeah, apparently, yeah, we have them. They have been playing before. Okay, this is why you shouldn't rely on my memory, because it's not good. Okay, see if everybody's prepared. Oh, okay. AshenOne is declaring Robo Open. Chop more cheese? What does that mean? Alright. MrLEz is asking for another minute, so it's fine. And is that like in baseball when like a hitter or something is calling their shot, like where they're going to shoot the ball to or something? I'm gonna assume it's a Viet dish. I don't know. Or is saying, yeah, that's what my assumption was. Like chop more cheese. Robo Doogie Roach. What? Okay. Okay, everybody's ready. Let's get to it. Sorry, I have no idea. One is speaking Korean, not Korean, Vietnamese there. So because Vietnamese uses the same, like they use the phonetic English basically. And is using like English words. So it takes a while for me to realize that I'm not reading a sentence in English. It's a completely different language. All right, everyone. Enough about my stupidity. We are on Oxide LE, where we are oxidized. We are breathing. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Russia. Representing Team Proxy, our blue Zerg is in fact MrLEz of Fire. Not on fire. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire. Our red Protoss is in fact the AshenOne. So we have ourselves another PVZ. MrLEz opening with a pool first. That's could be interesting. Les said in party chat that he wants to be introduced from Berserker. Ah, okay. Look, to be fair, a lot was being said while I was talking. Okay, some Berserker. Is that Berserker Esports? It's Berserker Esports, right? I think. Let's see. Berserker. Berserker Esports, yes. Checked. Alright. Nice hatch wall block here. Our Zerglings are on the way. They are coming. There they are. Zealot is almost getting surrounded there. I wonder if MrLEz gonna let the hatchery finish here. Yeah, there are not a lot of Zerglings coming in across the map. There's a few of them on the way, but I don't think this is going to be translated into an actual attack here. AshenOne has been defending pretty well so far with the probe pool. It's only 6 probes that are being pulled, so not the end of the world when it comes to the income. Especially since for pulling such an early attack, the Zerg has to cut down drone production really hard. Has to put them super behind in economy. So even after pulling up these 6 probes from mining, AshenOne still had the better income. And second gas is being taken. AshenOne gonna take up nice and standardly. Does have 3 zealots here. Ooh, one of them gets surrounded, another one gets surrounded, and another one gone, and another one gone. Yeah, that was a bit close, but the wall is still a wall. Probes are being pulled here. Oh, they're not in position though. Yeah, okay, there we go. Get that blocked. There's an adept about to pop out, and that should be the end of the attack here. Killing the Zerglings from way behind the wall. Les on fire, off fire. Going to take a natural base finally at almost 4 minutes into the game. It's not a Zerg economy that any Zerg wants ever, but it seems like the pressure has paid off a little bit. You know, it did draw out a lot of zealots from the AshenOne, which they probably did not want to spend their resources on. A few buildings to block the wall there. It's a bit annoying. And AshenOne now going for a Stargate. It's a bit late usually than you want to be. And this looks like Les is setting up a Bane Bust to get through that wall. 18 Zerglings being made. The Baning Nest is finished. Now I'm going to poke for a little bit here, just to see what's what on the up the ramp. I'm trying to maybe get that adept surrounded there on the low ground. Would be a nice catch. There are no banelings being made, which is an issue. Our Zerg doesn't have a lot of gas to make a hell ton of banelings. It's gonna be 6. 6 is just about the minimum you need to bust the wall, but after that, there's not a lot much left. I don't think it's 22 Zerglings out on the map. Not all of them are on the other side. The Bane Bust goes in. The wall is busted. The Zerglings are way. Oh, they're actually get us around here. This might actually work. The workers are being pulled. So at least Les is going to get some worker kills. The sentry at the back is actually doing quite a bit of damage to the Zerglings. But even then, AshenOne is still way ahead in workers. On the other side of the map, what did Les lose those drones for? I think that was a... Was that a drop or something? Adept. Oh, okay. That's 6 drones. That puts SlayersMvP so far behind, despite AshenOne losing a lot of workers. The problem is AshenOne doesn't have any army units, and they're not warping in. Yeah, the warp and gateways are off cooldown. What happened? Yeah. Alright. Our Russian Zerg does it. Manages to pull off the bust. I was thinking that AshenOne was a lot more prepared than they actually were, but a good surround on the stalkers there. The Zerglings managed to squeeze in through the wall. The Banelings did take care of the shield battery there that was at the wall. And yeah, more reinforcements coming in and did the job. AshenOne just wasn't as prepared. Blackburn is going to be our next map. Yep, create with a thing. Thank you. Why is AshenOne talking Vietnamese to us? Oh, none of us. No one speaks Vietnamese in this party. Maybe they just had the wrong chat or something. Huh? Okay. Let's see if everybody's prepared. Everyone is ready. Boop, boop. Let's make sure we hydrate. I'm almost out of water. Gotta finish your water. It's a good sign. You don't want to be in a situation where you've been casting for like a few hours and they're like, oh, my bottle is still full. And they're like, oh, that's bad. And that water needs to be in me, not in the bottle. All right. It's been a while since I saw Blackburn selected by someone as a map. Usually we don't see this map unless it's in the map pool. Or in the, not in the map pool, in the bracket map thingy. Anyway, we are on Blackburn LE. We're in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Russia, representing Berserker Esports. Our blue Zerg currently up 1 in his best of 3 semi-final of today's Master Swan Open, the number 63. Give it up for MrLEz of Fire. You're not on fire. And in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, our red Protoss is in fact the AshenOne. Okay. Did you see what is it? What was the PVZ? Was that? Yeah, it also started on Blackburn. That was AshenOne versus CaptBritain at the beginning of the tournament. It also started on Blackburn. If I recall correctly, it was Stargate and Charge Lots was what AshenOne was going for. This is what happens when I rely on my memory. It fails me. I was like, can I rely on my memory for once? And then no, my memory is like, nah, mate. if you had the memory, now you need to remember. Your memory doesn't work. But we do see a hatch first from Blades of Fire this time. It's nothing too crazy. How do you remember that your memory doesn't work? Or is asking the real philosophical questions? The answer is I don't. Hence why I keep trying to use my memory for reference and I fail every time. And I was like, oh, right. Memory's trash. Okay. So Les going to take that third base. AshenOne, actually not. I was surprised that the probe just didn't try and interrupt that in some way. There is a Twilight Council on the way, so the charge lot thingy is actually a good option here. Maybe we're gonna see Blink Stalkers though. Also a good option. Robotics facility on the way, so we're gonna have a Warp Prism. Very nice. Now, if I recall correctly, and again, that might not work. One of the issues with AshenOne versus CaptBritain, one of CaptBritain's issue there was that they actually overdrone. AshenOne going for Shrine. Okay, it's a different path than Charge Lot. Les is getting a Roach Warren, and the third base is about to finish. So I'm assuming a lair is on the way. There are no spores coming in for Les, so 0 detection on the Zerg side of the map. Adept's going to come in here, get 1 kill so far. Yep, 2 kills. Alright. 2 for an Adept. Not the best, but there was some lost mineral mining time and a decent scout. Alright, Dark Shrine is finished. The Warp Prism is sneaking in. That Overlord should have seen it. But yeah, this is just not prepared for DTs at all. There is 0 detection. And alright, spores immediately being put out. But they're gonna have to defend them. They get sniped, the spores get sniped. This is it. No hugging the spores. Les completely taken by surprise by the DTs. The main base looks like it's going to be sniped here. A lair is immediately started in the natural base. It's going to be a while before detection is available from that. AshenOne not going for the pool. I'm going to try and just sit there. Yeah, charge is being researched, but the DTs are missing a lot of time here that they have to just try and do something. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, just pull. Get the pull. Okay, Les already getting a different second spawning pool, a replacement. It's already half finished. Yeah, this was taking too much time. I think Les was just, I think, surprised by how well the DT attack worked here. They were just not prepared for it to actually be as effective, and they just don't know what to do with them once they kill the hatchery. Charge is halfway done, which I'm assuming that was AshenOne's plan all along. The DTs were just a way to get some early game damage. Like they weren't expected to actually kill the main base of Les. That said, Les does have a lot of roaches. We got 11 roaches, 16 roaches, and a bunch of Ducklings. Even the Archons can just stay here. They're gonna get immediately ganged on. Zealots charge is about to finish. The Zealots are marching across the map, single file, with a bunch of Immortals at the back. We have a pretty strong beef wave here for AshenOne. If the charges go well for the Protoss player here, it's going to be a really strong attack. Is still on creep, which is where you want to be as a Zerg. Not quite getting a good surround here. I can see the bios actually being used. Yeah, the Ravagers are there. Actually hit one of the Immortal, but the Zerg is losing way too much, and the Protoss keeps all the beefy units up and running. And we have ourselves a sideways 1-1. which in a best of 3 is an ace match. Ace match. That's it. So we have ourselves a pretty strong semifinals. I would say elite, but it isn't because one player is Ashen and one player is off fire. So all right. Beckett is going to be our last map. Beckett Industries. Actually, let's do a count here. I think we're going to be finishing the map bingo today. We had Romanticide, we had Jagannatha, we had Oxad, Romanticide, Jagannatha, we had Blackburn, Lightshade. Now we have Beckett Industries, and 2000 Atmospheres is going to be in the finals. So yeah, we're good. This is one of the easiest map bingos we had. All right. Les is asking for a bit of a break. So let's take this time to hydrate our hydras, everyone. And we'll take this time to remind you about our Patreon page. All of this stuff, all of this thing happening, all of this production does not just magically happen. We need to have your support for it. Exclamation point Patreon in chat will send you to our Patreon link, and you can go there and pledge to support us with $5 or more. And if you do that, you get access to our subscribers only chat in Discord, where we hang out. You have voice chat with everybody who is subscribed in the CranKy Ducklings, and you also can help Yakuzaku with his homework, can play team games and stuff with us when the chance arises, and also replay packs. That's right, replay packs. That's what you get from the many professional tournaments that we are either organizing or participating in and production in, and we have permission to share. Oh, looks like MrLEz is back. Okay, there we go. Both ready. My touch typing. I recently got back to practicing my touch typing skills. I'm not there yet. I need to practice more. I just like, I don't know why, but when I'm typing in chat, suddenly it just works so slowly. Just need more practice. That's what it needs. All right, like I said, the map bingo should be finished today. And we have Beckett Industries selected here. That's usually the map that we see the least of. All right, everyone. Welcome to Beckett Industries. Beckett Industries, an incubator for many business ideas in the Cthulhu sectors, ideas such as 211. 211. They came up with 211. Yes, that's right. Beckett Industries. They came up with 211. That's lore. I decided it. Don't at me. In the south northeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Russia, representing Berserker Esports, are Blue Zerg, currently sideways 1-1 in this semi-final of today's Master Swan Open, the number 63. It is MrLEz of Fire. Going first here on this map, which you kind of have to do because it's a short rest distance. In the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, our red Protoss, representing Blades of Ire. Give it up for AshenOne, who's also sideways 1-1 in this series. Yes, what? What are we zooming in on there? It's just an empty space there. Alright, let's go for the hatch block again. whoever is typing. I'm just waiting for it to type. Didn't you see the hatch thingy? No, I did not see the hatch thingy. Ah, so Les was trying to go for a proxy hatch inside AshenOne base. Alright. The Ducklings are coming in. The boys have been pulled. Oh! The hatchery gets cancelled. The wall is not a wall anymore suddenly. Everything is surrounded. This is very dangerous for the Zerg because there are no workers at home. This is as all-in as you can go. The all-iniest of all all-ins, if you will. AshenOne just needs to hold and they pretty much win the game, but I don't know if that's going to work. Les still has all of these Zerglings around. The Zealots is about to die. GG is called, and our very cheeky cheesy Zerg gets to move on to the finals. The final is going to be a best of 5 match with a 1 point advantage to the winner of the upper bracket, sorry. Alrighty. That means that okay, let's see, SaberLight and Slayers. They are probably in game. Oh no, they're actually out of game. So we should have our finals of our lower bracket finals, which is going to be a best of 3. We should let's take a break. You know what? Before that, because I want to fill up my water, and I want to wait until the final match to do that. Seeing as we have another TVZ here. No, sorry, PVZ. Yeah, so 5 minutes. We take 5 minutes break. We're going to show you some duct tape while this is going on. Duct tape, which is a collection of clips from times gone by, or Yaku explaining how to set up a sound recording thingy, which is useful for somebody. So we'll be back here in 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere, because if you do, I will not forgive you. And we are back. Hope you enjoyed those wonderful explanations by Yaku. I hope your sound system is all good. Hold on. I forgot to remind everyone that it's best of 3. Okay, there we go. What happens when I'm being rushed? And apparently some players are in a rush to finish the tournament. Because they have another tournament later on. Remember. Remember. Yeah, you have to remember. Look, I told you, I'm working on my actual typing skills. I promise I'm working on it. Please. Anyway, speaking of working on it, we are on Blackburn, Feel the Burn. LE. We're in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba, representing Unidos por el Vicio. It is our blue Terran. Give it up for Slayers. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, give it up for our red Protoss. It's the AshenOne. All right. We somehow managed to get through that. Yeah, I'm not going to do the Ashen voice anymore because, you know, getting to the end of the cast here, and want to preserve my voice so it doesn't die. Even though technically, if I do it well, the Ashen voice, it shouldn't be a problem. But I don't want to risk it. It's just my voice, you know. Alright. So both players are opening up pretty standardly, nothing crazy. Now we did see these two players before playing in the second round. AshenOne took that 2-0 with a lot of charge lots. That was the thing. Oh, AshenOne is actually going for a proxy. It's going to be a proxy Stargate. And it's a very close one. Oh, Stairs is going to find it though. Nicely caught. So, yeah, gets a cancel on that. Yeah, if the Terran is prepared, this is really shouldn't be doing any damage. Immediately getting Marines. The factory is about to finish, so we're gonna get Cyclone there. Yeah, the SV, I don't know, it's maybe the SV thought it was a Reaper. Tried to jump up the ramp. It's like, I have jetpack too, you know? Just like the Reaper. How come I can jump over the cliff? Can you imagine if SCVs were able to jump up and down cliffs? That would be really OP. Alright, it's gonna be Widow Mines from Slayers. Oh, nice catching the Adept here! Oh, it's low on health. It's got 4 health points. Alright. Oh, it actually finishes the shade here. This Marine will be able to kill it. So no, not a good scout for AshenOne. This is I mean, this is the factory, so that's a good cat, but yeah, that's about it. So we do have a Widow Mine drop on the way, it seems. We have a Medivac being prepared. How many Widow Mines? We have 2 Widow Mines, the third one is on the way. Oracle is gonna try and scout this. Actually catching the Widow Mine drop before it comes in. Gonna be a nice thing to see. Boom! Nice. Widow Mine snipes the not the Adept, not the Warp Prism. Oracle, that's the name of it. Snipes the Oracle. Very, very nicely done. That means AshenOne doesn't have anything to detect the Widow Mines once they are dug in. An armory is about to finish, so the Widow Mines will be invisible after the shoot their shot. We're gonna have the laser upgrade. Alright. Stalkers are trying to chase. Widow Mines are dug in. Boom. Boom. Okay, 4. There's another Widow Mine shot. Oh, it misses. It hits the assimilator instead. The Medivac does get sniped, so that's pretty good for AshenOne. But having to live with these 3 Widow Mines in your main base is unhealthy. The Oracle is about to come out, but the cooldown on the Widow Mine is about to finish. I don't know if you can kill all of them before they actually... Oh! That was so close! Oh! That was so close for AshenOne. Oh, oh, that could have been disastrous. 3 Widow Mine shots in your mineral line could be like 16 dead SCVs. Sorry, dead probes. Or SCVs, depending on, you know, if you're fighting a Terran. Yeah, pretty lucky for AshenOne. It was a Medivac and 3 Widow Mines with the armory upgrade and only losing 4 probes. That's pretty good. AshenOne should feel pretty lucky to get away with that. Alright, so what is Slayers up to next? We got Cyclones there. We got no tanks. So it was a second Cyclone actually. It's mostly Marine for, but then there's... Wait! There are no upgrades for the Marines! Steam is just starting! No combat shields. No nothing. +1 is just now starting as well. These Marines are very squishy. There are no Medivacs either. Now they're being started. AshenOne is pushing across the map. That's not a big force, but considering how squishy Slayer's army is, this could actually work. This might actually finish the game here for AshenOne. There are no tanks. Cyclones, they're not the best at, at standing up to such large forces. They're good at sniping specific units, but that's it. Alright, the medivacs are here in clutch time, so there's some healing going on. Nice use of the force fields, blocking up a lot of the marines at the back. Cyclones are sniping the one Void Ray, but that's about it. The Terran is running out of units here. And the Protoss will keep on pushing. Boys are being pulled out of the worker lines. More reinforcements coming in for the AshenOne. Nice use of the force fields again. Now there are Marauders in the mix, but they don't have concussive shells. There's no upgrades. Combat shield is not finished yet. Steam is not finished yet. This is a great anti-timing by AshenOne, hitting the Terran when they are at their weakest. And AshenOne takes game number 1 in his best of 3 lower bracket final. So now it's Slayer's choice of a map. Yakanatha is the next map. See, this is how you pronounce the name. You have to throw your hands up in the air. Yakanatha. You have to throw the. That's how you say it. That's the correct pronunciation. I've decided. And my word is law. Alright, let's see if everybody's prepared to go all the way. See, I have a full bottle now. See, I can't even type GLHF. That's how bad my typing skills have gotten. What happened? What? Oh, someone joined the lobby at the last second. That was weird. All right. We're good. Yeah, that Widowmine catch was pretty good. It's always satisfying to see like an oracle die to a Widowmine. That swats, and then just explodes in this green mass of explosion. It's pretty cool. All right, everyone, welcome to Yakanatha, LA. We're in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Cuba. Representing Unidos por el Vicio, our blue Terran is in fact Slayers. As I love Ulf. And in southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Vietnam, are red Protoss representing Blades of Ire. It is the AshenOne. Alright. Trying to wall off that Reaper ramp, as you do. Nothing crazy so far. Was something I wanted to say, but sorry, I'm holding back a sneeze, and it's gone. I hope Kuro didn't show you that on camera. Actually, have we used the camera thingy today? In-game camera? I don't even know. See, I have no idea whether at any time you can see me or not. So keep talking to the camera like you're there. But maybe you can't even see me. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. Yeah, I'm guessing that was it because Kuro's So that's how I know the camera is being used, because Gura stops observing. She's wearing way too many hats. When you're in charge of the stream production, when you're in charge of, observing, and you're directing the cameras and everything, and you're the information fairy, it's a lot to take on. It's understandable. Or maybe it was intentional. No. No, it wasn't, Goro. I know. Alright, what is this pylon there? Is AshenOne just trying to bait a response to Cannon Rush or something? I don't know. It was odd. You see Widow Mines coming up again for Slayers. AshenOne going for Stargate this time, not trying for a proxy. Although this is a big map, you can proxy it in all sorts of positions where it would be difficult to discover. Adept stays a little bit too long to take care of the SCV and gets dieted for it. I'm not sure if AshenOne actually saw that Widow Mine there. And there's so far no detection from the AshenOne. See if they might be learning from past mistakes and starting with an Oracle right now. Oh, it's gonna be a Phoenix. Actually, Phoenix is okay for Widow Mines, you can pick them up. If you are quick enough, you can pick them up before they hatch, before they burrow. Okay, Medivac is about to finish. We have only 2 Widow Mines this time. And no Armory as a follow-up. So these are not going to be invisible Widow Mines. Slayers is going to have to do damage with them right at the front, at the start, at the first day game. That Phoenix might actually get caught between a bunch of Marines in the main base. No, it's actually escaping. Took a little bit of damage. There's going to be a second Phoenix on the way. So AshenOne is actually going for a bit of a mass Phoenix here. Oh, Widow Mines. Take the time to dig in a little bit. No, they still take 5 probes, which is pretty good. The Medivac gets away. It is being chased by Phoenix A though, so it does go down eventually. And we have a Robotic Spay as a follow-up. Disruptors, I'm guessing. So it's Phoenix Disruptor. Oh, the Raven gonna get sniped. It's a pretty good catch there for AshenOne. Does lose one of the Phoenix A. And it's not gonna be Must Phoenix because actually maybe it is. AshenOne. I thought AshenOne was cutting Phoenix production, but it looks like they are being brought back. Third base is on the way for AshenOne. Slayers still doesn't have that third command center. But, Terran on 2 bases is a pretty strong Terran. You gotta be careful. Okay, it's actually gonna be Colossus, not Disruptors. And Colossus is gonna do pretty well against these Marines. Especially if Slayers take their time and doesn't get combat shield anytime soon. Colossi they kind of zap through unupgraded Terran's Marines. And Turbulence is on the way. Second Colossus coming in as well. And having sniped the Raven is also really, really good for AshenOne because the Raven is the thing that can neutralize the Colossus in a straight-on fight pretty easily. A couple of interference matrices on the Colossi takes them out of the fight long enough for the Marines to clean up everything else and just jump on top of the Colossi. Right, combat shield is on the way. Not quite finished. Just started. Stim isn't finished yet either, but Stairs is pushing in. Alright, sees the Colossi, packs up and leaves. But gonna have to try and deal with these Phoenix A. Have to drop these Marines. AshenOne keeps chasing. Might actually clean up this entire Terran army. Does lose more of the Phoenix A. Actually, 4 Phoenix A went down. That is not good for AshenOne. The Phoenixes are really very important in taking out key Terran units. This Marine army is very low on health. Super stimmed out. Oh, Widowmines are getting dug out. Oh! They do hit a lot of the army here, though. It's very dangerous. Another Widowmine shot. Here's another Stalker. War Prism is being reinforcing here, but yeah, the Marines are starting to get very low here. The +1 is finished and the combat shield is finished. Get the War Prism. No. Oh, the Colossus. Look at this field of molten Marines. Oh, GG is gold. And AshenOne will move forward to the final match for a rematch with MrLEz. Micro new nice micro, okay. Yeah. Like all the Vietnamese people in chat coming in to cheer for their country person. Yeah, we're going to go straight into the best of 5. We don't. We're going to try and. There's no need to take another break now. Where is Les on the? Oh, there we go, MrLEz on fire. Somehow I didn't see, because my eyes are functioning as well as my brain apparently. Alright, the first map is going to be 2,000 atmospheres in space. And that concludes our map bingo for today. Right? Yes, so we need to west. Yes, west. We have Russia versus Vietnam. And we also have another PVZ final. As you do. This is best of 5 with 1 point for Les. Okay. Let's just I just gotta fix my Spotify. Yeah, gotta get the right tunes to get in the mood. It's very important for a final. You know, get yourself hyped up. Let's start the game. Ignore what you just saw. It's not important. Hold on. Les on fire. Off fire. You're not on fire. You're off fire. All right. Welcome everyone to the final match of today's Master Swan Open, the number 63. Well, we are finally on 2,000 atmospheres in space. We're in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Russia. Representing Berserker Esports, it is our blue Zerg, MrLEz of Fire. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the lands of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, our red Protoss is in fact the AshenOne. I hope that doesn't get muted by, you know, the whole Rocky theme being played. I know it's technically a cover, but, you know, if I was accurate enough in my notes, maybe the automated system might actually mute that. Let's pretend I'm good enough at music. Not like Blob. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any risk of any AI recognizing my musical capabilities. It's not happening. Which reminds me of the Down Under. Yeah, the Down Under thing was not. There's no way any AI is going to match that song. Even though we actually played that song live on stream, it was so obscured by our awful singing that yeah. I think they'd be just embarrassed to have that thing play in court, right? Actually, fun fact, that tune, the Land Down Under by Men at Work, it actually was the subject of a copyright lawsuit back in the day, because apparently the flute thing that was from another like folk song. So someone sued the record company, and they actually they came into a settlement, I think, or something, or they won, or I don't know, but they actually got money for that. So yeah, so that was an interesting anecdote that makes sense, because yeah. All right, there's actually managed to get in there. The wall is not a wall. The shield battery will be going down. Oh, don't even need no bending nest. I thought we were gonna be have some time until the bending nest finishes and the bendings are being made, but no. Apparently the wall is gonna get busted right through here. Oh, almost gets us around on that adept once more. All right, let's get the banelings. We're gonna need a few more banelings here. We're gonna need a bigger banning bust. All right. Bunch of Zerglings already ready, prepared to exploit that opening. All the banelings exploded. Shield battery will be focused here. There is a Void Ray, but Void Rays take a lot of time to kill Zerglings. So many probes go down. AshenOne still ahead in workers, though. Les needs to depower these production buildings. Yes, nothing comes out of them now. Then going to the main and kill everything, prevent any repowering of those buildings. This is doing a tremendous amount of damage. Actually, the Void Rays managed to clean it up, and they're sort of equal in terms of work count. Oh, cancel on those on the pylon. There, gonna delay production for AshenOne for quite a bit. So Les is actually getting away with actually no, AshenOne is the one who's getting away, because despite having lost so much, because Les delayed the drone production for so long, they're actually not that far ahead economically, now getting supply blocked here by losing the overlords. And the Void Rays are on the other side of the map. There are only 4 queens for Les. So it's not nothing, but the Void Rays are still in a good position to do damage. Zerglings on the other side of the map going to find a pretty strong wall. Pretty well defended. Actually, that gateway is pretty low in health. There's a chance it might get sniped. If Les might go for a second Bane Bust here. That would be a nice surprise, but yeah, after joining, there's just not enough units to actually make that work for the Zerg. And but Protoss actually holds. The Zerg is in a really bad position now, not having a second base. Void Ray is coming in, gonna snipe the spawning pool. Oh, Les just joined up real hard. So there's not, there weren't even resources to make a pool until now. So the Queens are pretty good at going to be pretty good at defending. Actually, did one Void Ray get sniped here? I think one Void Ray went down. My screen, the pool turned into a fountain. Yeah, actually, I'm having a problem recently that units just disappear. They don't die. They don't have a death animation. They just poof, they're gone. It's not consistent. It's only every now and again, but it leaves me very confused while casting. All right, Word is coming in, trying to snipe some Queens. There are transfuses for them, so Les is actually going to be holding here. Lair is on the way. Do we have our vote warner? No roaches, no nothing. Oh, get a cancel on the third base. Now, AshenOne hasn't taken the third base of their own yet, which is a bit worrying. And most of the army of the Protoss is Void Rays and Adepts. Now, as long as Les doesn't lose these Queens, they're going to be in a really good position. No Queens were lost yet in this game, by the way. So there's still enough anti-air. Catching these Zerglings off guard is pretty good, but it does expose the fact that AshenOne is on the move. This third hatchery might actually have to be cancelled once more. There is, Les is double expanding while this is going on, though. So losing this may not be the end of the world. You gotta remember, AshenOne is still on 2 bases, so it's not like AshenOne is getting away with a super macro while this is going on. All right, the Zerglings is coming in for a surround. We're gonna clean up whatever left on the ground. This should be a pretty good hold for Les, as long as the Queens are still around to deal with the Void Rays. A Warpin of Adepts comes in, but immediately gets surrounded by Zerglings. The Void Rays are going down, but the Queens are also running out. This is gonna be clutch for either player. Like the Phoenix picking up the Queen, and it looks like the Protoss manages to do it. There's not a lot of anti-air left. Another Queen comes in. Oh, the Spore might actually kill one of these Void Rays. They're so low in health. The Adepts on the ground just can't do anything because the Zerglings are enough to push them away. Queen is focusing the Void Ray that actually has a bit of shields here. And the Queen goes down. 2 more Queens are being made though, but GG is called. Our Zerg taps out. This is very close. Very, very close hold. Whew. Yep. The Russians have called Rip Ashen, but it wasn't meant to be. It was a clutch hold there by AshenOne, and a decent retaliation. It actually worked. Let's see what the next map is going to be here. Let's might hydrate our hydras a little bit. Stretch our roaches. Lightshade is going to be our next map. See when I'm sitting up because I want to be like in front of the camera and the microphone here, and just sit there like all crouched up, and then at the end of the game I'm like, all right, ready? Everybody's ready. No, let's make sure are actually in the right positions here. Let's get to it. Game number 2. Well, technically it's 3. Game number 3 in this best of 5 series, because Les did get 1 point advantage as the winner of the upper bracket semifinal. All right. AshenOne, like they say, AshenOne is pretty in a big hurry for a 2v2 final. So I'm guessing we are going to see a lot of cheeky attempts to end the series quick here. From both players. Both players really don't want to play PvZ, I'm assuming. Alright everyone, welcome to Lightshade. Lightshade! The lightest map in the map pool. Except it isn't. It's all gray. We're in the southeast corner of the map. All the way from the land of Russia. It is our blue Zerg. Representing Berserker Esports. It is MrLEz of Fire. And in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Vietnam, representing the Blades of Ire, our red Protoss is in fact AshenOne. Hey, shout out to EBG in chat, MBNG. Missed you. Why aren't you playing today, MBNJ? Looking at you. For those who know, EBG stands for Enormous Big Gabe. That's what EBG stands for. That's what MBNJ is, an Enormous Big Gabe. The Vietnamese Terran there. Alright, so standard opening for both players again. MrLEz this time did not go for the pool first. I'm guessing Pain Bust again. You know what? Why not? I'm guessing our Zerg here is going to try that again. You know, that has a decent chance of working. Pretty good. It's a big wall here on this map. And what is AshenOne going for? I want to say... Oh, we have a robotics facility coming up. Before even Twilight Council. Huh. Gladepts? No, you'd get the Twilight Council for that. Very early. Right? Disruptor drops? Question mark? Could be. Oh, Immortal drops. Double Immortal drops. Let's go with double Immortal drops. So we have double Immortal drops for Ashen, and for MrLEz we have Bane Bust, although I don't see the Baning Nest coming, so maybe I was already wrong. Alright, AshenOne sends the Adept to the other side of the map. Try and get some damage. One Adept stays at home to defend. Hey girl, you wanna shade with me? Apparently that's a pickup line we came up with yesterday. Yaku promised that he's going to test it and see if it works in real life. I strongly advised against it. For the record, I told him not to do it. So don't blame me when he gets rejected. Or get arrested, I don't know. There's no way, there's no knowing where that will get you. What if it works? I will be very, very surprised. If Yaku just walks up to some girl on the subway and just, hey girl, you wanna shade with me? Like, what are you talking about? Shade? What do you mean shade? Although, to be fair, like half of Singapore plays StarCraft, right? Because we have so many Singaporeans who play StarCraft. There's a chance that someone who actually knows what he's referencing, right? There's no chance. Alright, Adept's being dropped here. Not the Immortal. I was right about the Immortals, but not right about the drops. Would have thought like an Immortal drop would have been like better here, I think. We do have charge on the way. We do know AshenOne likes their charge lots. Which I understand. It's not surprising. Our Roach Run has finished for MrLEz. Oh, this was another. That was an extra layer there for a second. A bit of a misclick. But the layer is finished. Roach speed is starting. That's going to be doing pretty well against the charge lots. If you get decent positioning there, well, oh, here comes the Gateway Explosion. And Temporal Archives follow up. AshenOne is going to be pushing forward. Immortals are in the Warp Prism. Going to be reinforced by charge lots. How many gateways do we have right now? Oh, AshenOne is still only on one gateway, so the attack isn't just coming just yet. This is just an Immortal drop to keep the Zerg busy. Maybe catch some stray vultures here and there. Okay, charge is finishing, +1 weapons is finishing. AshenOne really needs to start warping in zealots. Yeah, there we go. They are being warped at home, so they're gonna have to waddle across the map. But yeah, the Protoss is on the move. We got 4 Immortals and a lot of charge lots on the way. This is a very powerful Protoss force. The Zerg army is pretty gigantic though. 24 Roaches and some Zerglings for good measure. This is pretty good. Getting some Ravagers as well, which is going to help with force fields. It's only one Ravager actually. It's pretty dicey. All right, not enough charge lots, I think. Maybe AshenOne getting a little over eager here. Still doing a lot of damage. It's just running out of. Where did all the Roaches go? That went from 24 Roaches to 6. What? This is what happens when you have 4 Immortals at the back just doing damage. There we go. GG is called. And AshenOne is already on match point to win this tournament. Very nicely done. All right, Oxide is going to be our next map. Let's just set that up. Western United States, thank you. Cosplaying Big Gabe since 2018, yes. I mean, it's working. ABG was one of our better Terrans in this, in our tournaments. All right, everybody's ready. Let's get right on to it. I did want to check where Ashes finished last time they were on Master Swan Open. They didn't actually make it to the finals. Yeah, it's pretty good results. This is the first time from both of these players in the finals. So yeah, already a good result for both these players. And we are on Oxide LE, where we are oxidized. We are breathing. In the northeast corner of the map, going pool first, our blue Zerg, all the way from the land of Russia, representing Berserker Esports. It is our blue Zerg, MrLEz of Fire. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Vietnam, are red Protoss, representing the Blades of Ire, on match point to win this entire tournament. Give it up for the AshenOne. Ooh. Alright, Link Team 6 on the way. The wall is far from being a wall. There is a probe scouting on the other side of the map for AshenOne, so should see the move out of the Zerglings here. There we go. Caught it immediately. Chronoing out Zealot. But there's a blocking hatchery here. Pulling a lot of probes here to deal with this. Zerglings halfway across the map. They are coming. I promise you. They are coming. No, they're coming. Oh, hatchery gets cancelled. But the Zerglings. Oh, yeah. The probes were not fast enough. The Zerglings are blocking the wall from being made. But there are a lot of probes here, so they can't really... yeah, the Zerglings can't really fight this. Well, there are more probes than there are Zerglings. The probes usually win, especially if there's a Zealot in the mix. I know there are two Zealots. The wall is now going to be a wall. No more Zerglings streaming across the map. Actually, there are two more coming. That's not going to be enough, though. Oh, I didn't even notice the hatch block there. I didn't realize the drone actually managed to survive that. That's just blocking the main base, the natural base of AshenOne, which isn't that critical. AshenOne going to be focusing on these defenses anyway, or should be focusing on these defenses anyway. Now, MrLEz is still on one hatchery, still on one base. This is very bad for the Zerg. Which means this is as all in as a Zerg can go, without actually pulling all the drones from the mineral line. This proxy hatchery is it actually might finish. Les is actually going to be starting to make Zerglings inside the Protoss base. Right, Les is bringing Zerglings to the wall of AshenOne for the second round. There is there's no Baning Nest, no nothing. Alright, here they come. The Zerglings trying to somehow break this wall, and I don't see it happening. There's so many shield batteries at the back. There are adepts. There's a stalker there. This is going to try and make a queen here. They're making another drone. They're making another drone. This is going to make another hatchery here. Oh, it's a spine. Yeah, I just don't see this. This is a waste of resources. Everything is going to die. That was a kill on the spine, not a cancel. Yeah, all in all, a fantastic hold for the Protoss. Only loses a couple of Zealots and one probe for a hatchery, a spine, and a whole bunch of Zerglings. Even an Overlord. This is this is a cancel on this. Actually, was that a cancel? No, that was a kill. I think it just died because it didn't have any creep. AshenOne was like, come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Just throw all your Zerglings on my wall. Do eggs die if they're not on creep? It looked to me like the egg died. Or maybe I was... Oh, wait, no. I think that was a... No, that was a mineral... What is it called? When they give you back your money. Yeah, I think that was a cancel, not a kill or anything. Never mind. I think I was just imagining things. It happens sometimes, you know. Alright, not imagining a lair, and neither is AshenOne. Les is trying to get into this wall, but AshenOne just has too much. Les has been droning up really hard, but that doesn't have anything to defend at home with. This is very weak defense for the Zerg against what the Protoss is bringing across the map. 5 stalkers, 5 adepts, 4 sentries, a warp prism to reinforce them. And there are no spines, there's nothing to choke here. There are like 2 queens. Essence of the force fields here, preventing the Zerglings from surrounding the Protoss army. Adepts shading into the main base. Or not. Force feeding the Zerglings on the main base. GG is called an AshenOne. Hold on. I almost forgot. No. Hold on. Yeah! GG! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! I got props. Look at this. Remember last week or 2 weeks ago when I ordered it while on stream? There it came. They arrived. Yay! The AshenOne is our champion of the week. Let me just put this here so it doesn't disturb anybody. I hope I didn't smash anything there. Yeah. The microphone is okay. Yay! Very nicely done. That was a nice tournament today. Not even that long. It's only 3 hours. Right? I can count this. It's only 3 hours. Yeah, it's a pretty quick one. This is what happens when people rush each other all the time. Despite having a lot of PvZ today, we had pretty short PvZs. We haven't seen a single carrier today. So that's a blessing, right? All right. Thank you all for watching. Please stick around until after the outro, because we are going to raid some other StarCraft 2 related channel, and you are going to be wanting to give them their love and our love as well. Yeah. I've been your host, Steelmold. Steel like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And you can find me on twitch.tv/Steelmold, that is twitch.tv/Steelmold, or on Twitter at Steel_mold, that is Steel_mold. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter, at me if you will. That's good for the statistics. Use the hashtag Steelmold, because it means a lot. I don't know. Thank you to 16th Squad Sanseki, otherwise known as Kuro, otherwise known as Kuro, otherwise known as Kuro, otherwise known as Kluro, otherwise known as Quail, otherwise known as Krupp. Hero of the West and savior of his sport, it is Krupp. For being your admin / observer / producer / director. She wasn't a caster today for some reason, but you know, she could be. So she can wear a lot of hats. She has a big head. She doesn't. Thank you, Caerwyn, for joining us at the beginning of the broadcast as a co-caster. It's always nice to have him around. Yeah, and thank you all for watching. Our next broadcast will be tonight in 11 hours. 11 hours, we have the Sentimiento Latino right here on the CranKy Ducklings channel. So check that out. It's probably going to be casted by Light VIP and maybe another person from the Latin American scene. It's going to be at 3 a.m. for me, so I'll probably be asleep. Thank you very much. What else am I forgetting? Exclamation point Patreon in chat. All of this stuff that you see, this did not come for free, you know. I need to put a reimbursement for purchasing these with the CranKy Ducklings, and if you're gonna have the money to pay, gotta support them on Patreon. Exclamation point Patreon in chat. We'll send you the link, and you have many benefits to that, including our subscribers only chat in Discord and replay packs. That's right. What else do we have? I'm forgetting something in this outro. goodbye, I guess. Stick around. We are going to raid some other StarCraft related channel. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Work on yourself. Work on the game. Work on your play. Work on your weaknesses. Work on your strengths. Get good and prosper. Goodbye.